Welcome back, guys. This is episode 2 of the R1 series build. So tonight we're going to be focused on cosmetics, so tank pads. We're going to put a Fender Eliminator kit on, get rid of the whale tail, and also a smoke tail light. So we'll clean up the back end of the bike. If you guys are liking the series so far, I know it's only 2 episodes, but helps channel a lot if you drop a like. Also subscribe for the future episodes. I think you guys are going to enjoy what's coming. So we got the Techspec snakeskin tank pads. So I have these on my R6. They make an X line. I haven't tried them, but the snakeskin, this stuff really grips to your inner thighs when you're in turns or when you're braking. So highly recommend these. So we got the upper section, lower section, and the mid section that we're gonna throw on. So, all right, let's do it. All right, so whenever you install tank pads on your bike, it's good to wipe your fairings with some alcohol. Get rid of any kind of wax that, you know, might have been there from the paint, so they stick better. So I'm gonna do the center section as well. There was a sticker up here, so I'm gonna hit that too, get the residue off. But yep, hit it with some isopropyl alcohol. Both sides. Just make sure to dry up any of that wax so we get a good adhesion to the panels. Just give it a couple minutes to dry, and then we'll throw them on. So it's also pretty cold out, and these things do tend to stick a little bit better with the plastics warmed up. So we're gonna warm up the plastics a little bit before we apply these. What's cool about these is the adhesive is not permanent, so if you do mess up a little bit, you can pull it right back, reposition it, do whatever you need to do, but this guy will go right there. So we're gonna heat up the plastics right now. Alright, so the plastics are warmed up on the bottom. So we're just going to peel this guy off. Just place it with the lines of the bike, but center it around the hole. And I usually follow the bottom line of the plastic. Make sure it's around the hole. And just slowly wrap it around. And like I said, if you make a mistake during installing these pads, whatever adhesive they use is super cool. You can just peel it back, you know, move it just a little bit, and it sticks just as well as if you put it on the first time. So things are great. All right, let's work on this top part. So as you can see with this top section, there's not really a bolt to line it up with. So I usually look at the angles of the gas tank. So with this one, we're gonna start up here at the corner, and then it'll wrap around here at the end. But start with a good angle, and then work your way to where it might be more curved on your bike. as you can see, we got the left side done, and I did have to pull it off because I was a little too far back on this side, so just moved a little bit forward. It's still just as sticky as before. Now let's move on to the right side of the bike. Alright, so we just got the tank grips all installed. Looking pretty good. Let's move on to the Fender Eliminator kit. So for this, we went with the New Rage Cycles Fender Eliminator. Really like this kit. I actually have it on my R6 as well. So it's plug and play. Uses all the stock connectors. Here's your turn signals right here. Here's your license plate light. Left and right turn signals are here. Your license plate goes here, and there's your light. So it's very low profile, very minimal. It's the look I'm going for. So let's get rid of that stock Fender. So, because I've done this before, I know that white is right and black is your left signal. But if you are, doing this for the first time and you don't know, you could always turn on your bike, turn on your signal, and then whatever one is flashing, you disconnect it. That's how you know which one it is. So in this case, black was the left turn signal. So shout out to jldesigns for putting in the hard work and designing this taillight. It's a smoked version of their lights. It does have integrated turn signals, but for now we're just going to be using the turn signals from the New Rage kit. Let me get this open and show it to you guys. And there she is, smoked out. So the signals are actually, there's 3 here for the left and there's 3 here for the right. Sorry about the glare. And here's the wiring for the turn signals. You will need to do either soldering or bullet connectors, so it's up to you, but we're not going to be worrying about that today. We're just going to slip it in and just at least have a brake light function. We're also going to electrical tape these leads just in case any water might get on them in the meantime, until we decide to use the integrated function. So we'll throw some electrical tape on these. So now that we got everything installed, let's plug our taillight back in. Let's make sure that works. And we have our taillight. Now that everything's installed wiring wise, let's give her a shot. Make sure everything's working. Oh yeah, looks good. Super low profile. Really cleaned up the back end. All right. Well, now we got to put everything back together for the tail section. Hey guys, so that does it for this video tonight. So we got the tank pads, Fender Eliminator, and smoke taillight kit all installed. Bike's starting to look pretty good. So if you liked any of the products that I threw on the bike, I will link them in the description below. Just a heads up, it is an affiliate link, so I do get a little bit of percentage from the sale, but it's all going to go back into the channel. So definitely drop a like and subscribe to the channel for the next episode. All right, ride safe, guys.